Keeps you young. So, good week, big week for us. Obviously, in the heart of camp, this will be our most physical week with 4 full pad days and a scrimmage on Saturday. It'll be a good test on our kids, as well as, defining a lot of roles coming out of this second scrimmage. First scrimmage-wise, I know I didn't get to talk to you Saturday. Just thoughts. I thought defensively flew around extremely well. We really went into the scrimmage offensively, looking at a lot of young kids to see kind of where they're at and what the reality was. Not playing Drake for that day and really limiting Keenan a little bit. Wanted to see the 2 young quarterbacks play. I thought the offensive line in pass pro and run did a nice job. I was pleased with Brandon Campbell really stepping up, and I thought it had a nice day offensively. And it was good to see Kyle Ford make some plays. I was really happy for him. He's gaining confidence by the day. He had another good day today out here making some big plays. Defensively, I thought just the attitude and the effort that they showed consistently throughout the day, with the exception of maybe the 2-minute drive at the end. I thought they had a stellar day. Really the personality of T.O. and the confidence of Coach Orlando is really rubbing off on those guys. On the injury front, just 2 updates. One, Adonis Ote had surgery on a broken bone in his hand. It will be extended. We'll see how long it goes, but it could be season ending. And then Bam Allen ended up having an ACL that is going to require surgery, and that will take him out for this season. So with that, I'll answer any questions that you have.
What's the reason for Casey Collier's absence? Do you expect him back at this point?
Yeah, he's actually coming back tomorrow. He had to run home for personal reasons, and he'll be back. He gets back in tomorrow morning, and we'll be back with us this week.
Where does that leave him in camp with his progress, his development, and everything?
He'll jump right back in and be able to jump back in. Obviously, a young player that's developing. We've been fortunate to be able to work, as you've seen out there, from Jalen to Jonah to Andrew Voorhees. Got some reps out there. Courtney Ford, have him back. I tell you what, Mason Murphy has done a really nice job too. Had a really good scrimmage. Had a good last week. Is really ahead as a freshman. So got some good candidates. It'll be good to get Casey back and get him going.
Didn't see Chris Steele out there, or ITS, I know was on
the
sideline too.
He was out for health and safety protocols. Just was feeling under the weather this morning. Chris Steele.
Okay.
Yeah, was just under the weather. Wanted to make sure everything was good with him. And who was the other one?
ITS was on the
sideline. Yeah, ITS just banged knees last week. Had a bruised knee that caused a little bit of swelling. It was on that operational knee, so we wanted to just make sure that calmed down. He's feeling a lot better today. I would expect him back later in the week.
Any hope of getting Keontae and Darwin?
Yeah, I actually watched him. I don't know if you got to see him today, but I think Keontae's really close. Hoping to get him back sometime this week with that kind of foot ankle sprain. And Darwin is probably maybe about a week away, maybe later this week. But both of them looked a lot better than the end of last week, and Gary Bryan is also progressing with that hand. So they're really close. We just want to be, since we're so close to the season, we don't want to set back, so we're making sure they're 100%.
How close is Solo to joining the team? Contact.
You know what? It's so neat to see him out here and actually doing individual drills and really gaining confidence a little bit more. There's 3 things that got to happen. One, just being medically cleared. Right now, he's medically cleared for individual work. We're not in the contact phase with him right now. And then his confidence level, I think that's building. And then just in my gut of how he looks and how he's performing. And right now, we're taking little steps. Here's a kid that, God bless him, it's been almost 3 years with 2 different injuries, and we just want to make sure it's right. With him and Jordan Iosefa come back, it'll be hard for me not to get misty-eyed to see those 2 kids back on the field.
There was a sequence when Drake looked pretty much unblockable for 5 or 6 plays. What was it like watching him out there?
Drake Jackson with fresh legs is a dangerous thing. And really nice to have him back. You could see how valuable he is we really coming out of the scrimmage wanted to put ourselves in a little bit more live pass rush. So we dropped the 7-on-7 today, and the scout wanted our quarterbacks to get a little bit more live fire and see them with the bullets flying and having to make full speed decisions. And so it gave us a great example, a great opportunity also to work our pass rush fundamentals, and Drake took full advantage of that on both sides. It's great having him back out. Obviously, he's one of the best players in the country and somebody we're going to count on.
Any update on Jamar Sakona and why Corey didn't practice today?
Yeah, Jamar is in health and safety protocol, and then Corey has got a little bit of a groin strain. He fought through it Saturday, did a really nice job with it. Was a little bit sore today, tried it early, which we appreciated, and then just pulled him back because it was a little tight on him. So try to get him back healthy. I don't see it being too long.
Jackson had the 3 touchdowns on Saturday, and then Miller comes back today with 3 big passes. How'd you feel about the way he responded?
Yeah, I really, that's kind of why we wanted to give these guys more kind of live fire. That we felt that they had done a lot of nice things earlier in the camp with just a nice world, a 7-on-7, 1-on-1 world, very accurate passers. But a lot of things change when bullets start flying in. And coming out of Saturday's scrimmage, our evaluation was we really needed to put those young quarterbacks and prepare them even more. And it's good for Keaton too, to be prepared for live action when you have to step up and make that same throw that was really easy in 7-and-7 and 1-on-1. So it was good to see Miller react. He was off and on Saturday, and then really stepped back, got challenged, and stepped back today and made some nice plays. Him and Jackson are really competing well against each other.
Anything shared about Epps' turf toe? It looked like he was in the to that.
Yeah, right now there's a plan for him. It could, how turf toe goers are, especially at that position. If it was an offensive lineman, you could probably steel plate it and get away with it. But you're talking about a guy that runs 20 plus miles per hour and can cut on a dime. It's going to take a little bit. It's probably 3-4 weeks out. So we'll see where it's at. The good thing is he's got a great attitude about it. He's in the training room 24/7, and I really feel like he'll progress nicely. He'll be close for the first game. We'll see.
You and other coaches talked about this being a big weekend that you would learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any specific position groups where you're really taking a close look this week?
Yeah, definitely. I think one to establish a first string wideout group across the board with what healthy bodies are there and what they're going to be. It's also we're trying to marry up what the best personnel groups are. Really, Scott. Also offensively, is it going to be 11? Is it going to be 20 with those backs? Is it going to be 10? Is it going to be 12 with the number of tight ends we have? I saw Michael Trigg make a phenomenal play today, and I walked up to him. I said, "We really need to learn the plays as fast as humanly possible because he has an advanced body and advanced skill set, and he's learning the playbook as fast as he can." So I think from the skilled athletes outside, just getting a feel for who's the best for and what's the best personnel group right now. I think obviously establishing who the tackles are going to be. That may be a little bit more extended defensively. Right now, it's probably to get that front four on the defensive line, which is starting to come together. I feel now having Drake back out here, get them a good week of work, see where we are health-wise, and see who are the first 4 that walk out there, and then who the second 4. So kind of that.
Is there a point at which you hope to know who those offensive tackles are before game week, just to put them a chance to have some chemistry?
So what we're going to end up doing, we'll end up going through this week as far as scrimmage and be able to at least get a feel for where that 2 deep is. Not to say that there's guys that aren't still competing to be starters. It's close battles out there, but you kind of get a feel for who those first 2 groups are going to be and which side they're going to be on, so you can lock them in to those sides and let them work. But no, they'll still compete all the way up there because you don't know. You could go one day and have an injury and the next guy's up. So, but we'll get a semblance of the 2 deep for the offensive line next week. Allow them to still compete, but you'll kind of get a feel for where they're at, where they're positioned as far as what their job and assignment will be. All righty, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.